Okay, Dr. Chris Nelson here today, and I am presenting the curious case of Mr. W and his immediate denture journey all the way through to a snap-on denture that becomes his final appliance. This particular case was done in collaboration with Team Perio. We work with a lot of specialists in Reading, and we end up doing a lot of cases with Team Perio, so they're a great partner for our patients. So this first picture that we're looking at is Mr. W's initial condition. So he had teeth that were clearly not in great shape, a lot of periodontal disease, bone loss, and just issues with his teeth. Anytime we're pursuing changing people's teeth, especially with dentures, I want to make sure that what we're offering them is better than what they have right now. And in this case, you can see the teeth are not very happy or healthy. So he knew he wanted to make a change. And if we look at these other angles on the teeth, you'll see that there's a lot of issues going on with the teeth. If we look at the top teeth, you'll see that the upper teeth, there's a lot of teeth there, but the upper back teeth, a lot of them are missing. And the lower teeth, we have some gold crowns, some silver fillings, and then teeth that are not in perfect position. But so that's where we started. And if you look at his smile, you can see that everything is tilted to the side. So over time with tooth wear and different restorations and tooth loss, you can have teeth that move, especially when there's periodontal disease. But as you lose bone, if the bone moves down, you'll end up having a tooth that is more loose. So that's just something to think about. So what did we do for Mr. W? So we actually met Mr. W in 2020. And we decided on a plan. We did a very comprehensive workup, which we do for all of our patients, and we gave Mr. W a bunch of different options. And so we ended up deciding to do immediate dentures on the top and the bottom. So we would actually take impressions, send the impressions to our lab with a bunch of other information, photographs, etc. And then we were able to make immediate dentures. And also at the time we were making surgical guides to go with the denture. So if you look here, you'll see pictures of a clear duplicate denture. So we have the denture that's going to be delivered at the surgery, and then we have a clear duplicate denture that we used for a surgical guide so that our surgeon could place implants. And so that was our intent from the beginning. We were going to make immediate dentures, place implants using this surgical guide, and then go ahead and make a second set of dentures after the implants are healed that have the implant hardware built into them, including a metal framework. I actually have other videos on immediate dentures, and at the time of this recording, one of them has 18,000 views, which is pretty cool. So you can check out those other videos if you want. But moving forward with this case, Mr. W went to Team Perio. He had his teeth removed, and he had immediate dentures placed so that they were acting as healing like Band-Aids during the healing process. So he wore those. A lot of times we have to do something called tissue conditioners between the immediate denture and the final denture because the gums will change shape. They will remodel, things will shift and settle. So we did tissue conditioners and we allowed everything to heal. And so then our surgeons at Team Perio, Dr. Blasingame, he actually uncovered the implants for us, and then we were able to build his final dentures, Mr. W's final dentures. So those ended up having metal frameworks in them, and as you can see here, and they also had the implant capture devices. This type of capture device we used was a locator-style, and we were able to install the locators onto the implants, and then the housings inside the denture would grab onto the implants. So this is an interesting case as well because I have photographs of recapturing those locator grabbers, if you want to call them that. Sometimes if you have a denture that doesn't snap in properly or you've worn it for a long time, Mr. W has had these teeth for 5 years, and so over time things can also settle a little bit. So you can see here I actually used a surgical technique where we can actually take the capture devices out of the denture and prepare the denture for recapturing those devices so that the denture can sit properly. So sometimes we have to do that. Usually we don't, but sometimes we do. So this case is neat because you can see some clinical photos of me removing the housing, cleaning up the housing, and preparing it for recapturing those housings so that the locators snap in really, really well. So over the time since we've made the appliance, we've actually had to do that. But overall, the case went really well for a number of years. And then around 2024, actually 2023, so the patient actually fractured his dentures. I don't remember why. I'd have to look in chart notes. A lot of things happen, and you'd be surprised at what we hear about why things break. So the most common reasons are people drop them on the floor when they're taking them out, or because the implant ones are really snug, so we always recommend taking them out over a sink, and sometimes even laying a towel down, so if they get slippery and fly out, they will land on a towel on a sink and not drop like 2 or 3 or 4 feet onto a tile floor. But Mr. W broke his denture base, and I have some photos showing us how we diagnosed that. We used a LED light called a trans illuminator, and that helped us find the fractures, and I photographed them. You can see them here. So the nice part is, with an integrated metal framework, you actually can send the denture to the lab, and they can do a denture base repair, and you don't have a denture that's in 2 pieces. I've tried to repair dentures that are in 2 pieces, and it's so challenging. So it's a lot better to have that integrated metal framework, so that if it breaks, it actually is just cracked, and the lab has a way easier time fixing it as well. So overall, you can see a before and after here of Mr. W, and take a look at where we came from with Team Perio's help, all the way to where we are now. And this patient, he's a really nice guy. He has a nice smile now, and it's really easy to forget where we came from. You see the person year after year with their new smile, and you go, oh, it's super nice. So it was actually kind of fun to revisit these photos and look at where we actually came, and enjoy the opportunity to help someone have a nice smile and feel better. So I'm Dr. Chris Nelson. If you're in the Redding area, Northern California, I'd love to help you. You can check out our denture website, Denture Doctor, and then also you can check out our regular website, nelsonfamily.dental, and the Denture Doctor website's www.denture.doctor. I hope this little video made your day better, and also I hope you learned something as we followed Mr. W along on the curious case of Mr. W's dentures. Okay, take care.